So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome to a brand new episode of the F1 2019 career mode. And as we can see, if I take a look over at the leaderboard so far, you will see that we've got a new driver come back, and it is actually Carlos Sainz. He's gone over to the Renault team, and Albon has left Toro Rosso, and Lucas Weber is now partnered at Toro Rosso with Nico Hülkenberg. So basically, Albon's left Toro Rosso, Hülkenberg's filled his seat, and then Carlos Sainz has filled the seat at Renault. So a little change around come the last third of the season. So gonna spice it up a little bit. So we've got some R&D points that we can spend at the minute. As you can see, take a look at the tree, it's getting pretty tight at the top now. We're challenging Ferrari and Haas for the third step. Mercedes are running away with it and Red Bull going with them. So as you can see here, you can see the fifth in the R&D chart, but we can soon close the gap down. We've got 722 points. I'm not going to bother upgrading the chassis anymore. I'm going to keep the momentum going down here. So what I will do, we've got fuel consumption here, and we've got energy recovery system up here. So where do I want to put my money? That's the question. Do I save up for more engine power or not? I'm going to go down the fuel consumption route, I think. Yeah. Or ERS. I'm going to go for... Oh no, I can't afford that. We'll go for the fuel consumption then, to slightly upgrade the engine a little bit more. But we're going to be going into the Japanese Grand Prix then, so hopefully going to be an interesting one. Just check all the engine components are looking okay, and they are. So we can head straight in now. I've done practice, and now we're going to get in and we're going to do the qualifying session. So let's see how we get on in the first qualifying session. So taking a look at the qualifying and race weather ahead, we're going to get dry all round. So I'm going to whack on a setup and we'll see what this first lap is like. So coming across the line then for our first lap, we are actually pretty slow. Come on, we need to get a move on, and this force feedback is going crazy at this track. Here we go again round the final corner. I came in and put on some fresh tyres. 7/10 quicker, but it isn't good enough really. 13th place at the minute. I'm going to need to keep on pushing. I might have to come back in and get some more tyres on and try again. So let's just see what the time's looking like. So we're currently about a second off of our teammate. Look at that. Why are we struggling so bad round here? Japan is one track where I'm not really well practiced at. I don't know whether to risk it and stay where I am. I can't see these guys really. The only threat really is Kevin Magnussen, but... Oh, I don't know. This is going to be tough. Do I risk it or do I just play it safe and go out? You know what? I'm going to go again on another set of these tyres just to be safe. So let's see. I bet as soon as I go back out, we will be in the drop zone. I hope not. Let's see when it puts us back on our flying lap. But I need to find some pace. I need to knock another second off of a time. And we're only Q1, so everyone else going to go even quicker in Q2 and so on. So let's just keep pushing. Let's see what this lap is like, and then hopefully it's enough to get us into Q2. So we're about half a second under again. Improve again, so about just under a second off of the time we need. Bottas is only in 10th, but I bet he's on the soft tyre. So that's definitely going to be us up into Q2, I think. We're going to whack on a fresh set of tyres for Q2, and then I won't have any more. Well, actually, no, you get the free set of tyres, don't you? So I got one attempt in Q2 and one attempt in Q3 to make it count, and we are we're about 0.4 of a second off of our teammates, so a bit of time to find. Hamilton leads the way, and indeed Bottas was on mediums, and he still went quicker than us. So a little bit of work to do. It's more on my side with the driving than the car, so a bit of personal improvement to do here today. But let's see where we end up at the end of qualifying 2. Coming out of the final corner then, this is our one lap. What's it going to be? A 30.9 I don't even know if that's a decent lap time. I'm guessing not. 1.1 seconds off of Bottas's time. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty disappointing, man. I got no more tyres really to go out with unless I go with mediums. So let's retire from the session then, since we've got nothing else to give, and just pray that it's enough to get through Q3. Look at that. We were actually not too bad. Only less than 2/10 of a second off of our teammates. So that's pretty good, but not for us really, because we wanted to be a bit further up. So the track not suiting the McLaren then. So lots of work to do. Where is Hulkenberg? Hulkenberg switching to Toro Rosso, making up to P9. That is a good switch from Renault for him, but it does bring Carlos Sainz back into the championship. So let's head down to the grid then for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. Right then, we are on the starting grid. Let's take a look at the strategy. It's saying we need to go with soft tyres than mediums, but do we go for mediums and then nah, it's going to be slower strategy, that one. So what I will do, that's not really going to affect much, but we are going to come in on lap number 7, which means 6 laps on the, no, that's just not going to work for me. Like, oh man, we should pit on lap 6, maybe even lap 5, because I mean, I don't want to let all those we'll be running on worn softs by that point. So I think maybe even lap 5. Okay, we'll go for lap 6, but lap number 5 we could come in. Lights are about to go out then here at the Japanese Grand Prix. Massive amounts of understeer, wheel spin. God, wow, we've been hit up the inside, and Giovinazzi goes around the outside. I hate turn 1 at Japan. I'm in the completely wrong gear as well, and someone's round our outside, and I got a little bit of something damage back there. Is it gearbox? I think it might be gearbox wear. Come on, I need to focus now. Right, so we're in P14 at the minute. Our teammates in P11 just up the road. And I'm trying it up the inside of Giovinazzi and the Red Bull, well, the Toro Rosso of Weber, our rival, getting the job done. 2 cars in 1 corner. Come on, he's going to be on the outside for the next part of the corner. He's sticking it with us though. Oh, we slide up the inside of the Honda powered car there. And now Norris is trying to get past the newly transferred Nico Hulkenberg. Weird seeing Hulkenberg in a Toro Rosso there. It's one driver transfer you would not expect to see in real life. I need to get a move on this. This McLaren's been pretty slow in a straight line at the minute, and we're locking up into the final chicane. Bottas leads the way then. Setting the fastest lap on the opening lap, as you would expect. I'm going to have to go for overtake mode to try and keep ahead of Weber. Come on, he's going to send one up the inside. He backs out of it. Very smart thinking there from Weber. I was just going to cut him off completely. We just had the run on him. I'm thinking undercut's going to have to happen on lap number 5. I can't shake Weber. I need to get a second ahead of him, or else he will get the DRS on us. Oh, that was scary stuff there. Very scary stuff on the gravel. Right. We're falling off the pace of Norris there. Right. I'm just going to see if I can keep ahead of Weber for the next couple of laps and make it to the first pit stop, and hopefully an undercut will bring us back into the mix. We're having to go defensive already. I was hoping to be able to keep ahead of him before the DRS became active. Oh, squeeze him out there. Absolutely nothing he could do. We had the racing line and we just forced him out. Right, we've now got Giovinazzi behind him, the Sauber. I don't think we've struggled this much in the McLaren lately. The pace has been pretty good. over the last few races, but we're probably at a track where we're at a bit of a disadvantage. Again in the gravel. Another warning. How can we get a warning for track extended when we're shoving tyres in the gravel? That makes no sense. Right, I think we might be able to close in on Norris actually, so let's keep up the pace. Right, Norris is through on Hulkenberg now. We're going to have to try and get through on Hulkenberg before our teammate escapes us. I want to beat him, of course, he is our rival. So we need to try and beat Norris, and he's in points paying position at the minute. I probably will pit on lap number 6 because the tyres aren't wearing at all really. This time we don't make it out on the gravel. A little bit nervous on the brakes though. Look at us, right at the chuff of Nico Hulkenberg. Come on, just pulling away. Just pulling away. Right, we're all over the back of Nico Hulkenberg, and I'm going to go for a strategy change. I'm going to come in on this lap because we're in a bit of traffic and I'm feeling like we've got a bit more pace now. So I'm going to pit now, come out in fresh air, do a couple of laps by myself, and then hopefully we'll get a bit of an undercut. So as you can see now, the last guy's coming around the final corner now, so we're going to get absolutely masses of clean air. The tyres should go to the end, so this should pan out beautifully and get us right up into the points. So we're really going to have to nail this out lap and then the next lap. So the next 2 laps are absolutely crucial for the rest of our Grand Prix ahead, so let's do this. Cars in the pits then that we won't be overtaken. It looks to be Gasly and Magnussen going for the early one. Right, another crucial part in the races. Most cars are pitting now. Going to whack into overtake mode. Hopefully we get the jump on our teammate. Oh, don't think we've been quick enough. We're past Grosjean in the Haas though. Maybe Magnussen will get into a bit of a battle with Norris here. More cars in the pits and we're going to overtake them. Nice, easy stuff up into P9. So we're in the points now. This is good. I feel like Norris had some really good pace on his in lap. That's why he's made up so much time. Come on, we can push for this guy. We're all over the back of him now. We're getting DRS and everything going on to the first main straight. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Look at the fight going on here. It's intensifying as we're approaching 2 laps to go. We're throwing everything we've got. Magnus has thrown everything he's got at Norris. Can we get the job done on Lando Norris, our teammate, as well? Try it around the outside. Oh, mistake from Norris there. What on earth happened there? We were so lucky not to make contact with him. My God, let's take a replay of that. I don't really want to look at my front tyre, not going to lie, Go-Masters. Come on, give me a different replay camera. Really? You're going to show me that all the way down the... So let's ride on board with Lando Norris then. He gets the Haas come through on him of Kevin Magnussen, and then look at us getting the wing mirror, going to the outside. He locks up, we fly through. At this stage, right, I think I was very lucky because look at that. If I'd have carried the line around the outside, we'd have been in big trouble. But he locked up and opens up the gap completely for us. So that is a good little move from us there. Right then, back to it. So we've got the rear's getting loose here. We've got Kevin Magnussen just up the road. We've lost touch with him a little bit with that little battle with our teammate there, and we do have Lando Norris to contend with for the rest of this Grand Prix. So come on, I need to get a wiggle on. Here comes our teammate. Oh come on, let's hold it round the outside. Contact with Lando Norris. Little lock up there coming into that chicane. Come on, give me the DRS on Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen's got a bit of a lead, and I think Norris is not going to let us be. So we've really got to push on this lap. Come on, I've got no ERS really to play with. It's all going to be about this rich mix. Right, going to have to put in a solid lap, especially if we want to get the overtake done on Kevin Magnussen. So let's push now. Here we go. We've got absolutely no ERS left, but I'm leaving it in overtake mode. I've got rich mix. I've run out of battery almost. Here we go. We're going to have to lunge up the inside into the final chicane. Oh, horrible lock up there. But we're through on Kevin Magnussen. What a dive bomb and a half. Left him no room on the outside. Complete aggression. Job done. P7 in the end for us and the McLaren team. So I would take that. Brilliant race. I'll take that. but the team aren't happy with it because obviously I didn't meet their objectives because we've got to get like 6th, 5th. Really got to battle with the top 3 teams, so that's always going to be tough for us. But 7th place in the end, I'll take that for a track we've been struggling at all weekend. So in the end, P7 from P12, we managed to beat our teammate Lando Norris and put in an absolute storm on the last lap to beat Kevin Magnussen. So if we take a look at the standings now, we're still going to be in 7th place. Galsey's pulled away a little bit, we're just 12 points off of him, so we want to get ahead of him. Vettel and Leclerc battling out with themselves, but they got to worry about Lewis Hamilton, so they've got a bit of work to do. And where is Carlos Sainz? No points for Carlos Sainz so far, so Renault are really struggling. I don't know why I said Renault twice then, but Haas jump ahead of Renault in the constructors. So in the end, who was I looking for? I was looking for someone. Lewis Hamilton and Vettel. Yep, where did everyone finish? So Hamilton got 2nd. So these two, they want to win the championship. They've got a bit of work to do. And I miss who is leading the constructors. Still Ferrari, only by 6 points. So it's really heating up this season. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And if you do want to see more, remember to smash the like button, share it around with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP career mode.